Welcome to Jeevashastram. I am Ayan. Today I will discuss about what is life, what is biology, and what are the levels of biological organization. So, first of all, what is life? Of course, in perspective of biology or life science, see, most of the time, everyone can tell if a thing is alive or not just by looking at it or just by touching it. Even a child realizes that a dog or a plant is alive, while a rock or a car is not. So it is very simple to define life. We recognize life by what living things do and what actually living things do. Every living thing have some properties and process by which it lives in this world. So what are those process and properties? Let's see. Here you can see some properties of life like order, evolutionary adaptation, regulation, energy processing, growth and development, response to the environment, reproduction, etc. etc. Now, what is order? You can see a close-up picture of a sunflower. What it says? It says that it has an highly ordered structure. Here you can see it. That characterize life. So it means every living thing has an order. You can take the example of a leaf of coconut tree. It also has a particular order. Or you can take any living thing. It will have a particular order. So it is a characteristic of living. Now the second point is evolutionary adaptation. What is the term evolutionary adaptation means? It means an organism is adapted to its living environment by evolution over countless generations and by reproducing its offspring. Here you can see the picture of a pygmy seahorse. It has the capability to mimic the environment by its camouflage property. How do they do that? The answer will be simple: the evolutionary success of this species. Now, why a species has evolved in such a way that it can mimic its own environment? There are two possibilities. Either it will help as a defense tactic, it will avoid its predator, or it will help as a attacking tactics where it will be able to predate on its prey. Just simply it can gather its food. Simply it can hunt. You can easily identify some example of camouflage in your surroundings. Like you can spot a chameleon or a grasshopper or a caterpillar. Those are all have camouflage property. Now the third process is regulation. You can see the large ears of the rabbit. It is a rabbit species called jackrabbit, and they lives in arid environment, which is a very dry and hot climatic area. So the rabbit needs to cool its body temperature from time to time, and mainly when it retreats from hot desert sun into shade. Those big ears, here you can see these ears. These are two really big ears, and it has blood vessel, lots of blood vessel in it. So these big ears provide a large surface area of exposed skin, and These blood vessels is heavily loaded in this skin of the rabbit. When the rabbits retreat into the shade, these blood vessels widen by the vasodilation, and it results in greater circulation of warm blood from body's core to the ears, which in turn helps the rabbit to lose the heat to the cooler surroundings here. And that is how those big ears help to regulate the body temperature. It is an example of natural regulation. The fourth point is energy processing. Here you can see a butterfly extracting its food from flower in the form of nectar. The butterfly will use chemical energy stored in the food to help it to fly and to do other work. So here the chemical energy will be converted to mechanical energy. Then the fifth point. The fifth point is growth and development. You can see a seed always contains a gene of its parent plant. So the inherited information carried by those genes controls the pattern of growth and development of the plant, particular organism. When you plant a bean seed, it will have a particular growth or development like its parent bean plant. It will never look like or it will never develop into some other plant. Now here you can see the sixth point, which is response to the environment. It is a plant called Venus flytrap. The name suggests that they are fly eaters, but they also trap ants, spiders, and other insects. When any insects land inside the trap, you can see the trap inside. It causes a response to stimuli, and the trap closes. The tooth-like structures, these are the tooth-like structures. These tooth-like structures on the edge of the trap prevent anything inside from escaping. And just like that, anything stuck inside experiences a slow and painful death. Then the insect is digested by the plant. And the last point is reproduction. Every living thing will reproduce their own kind. A giraffe will reproduce a giraffe, a tiger will reproduce a tiger, and so on. So, those are some process and properties that characterize life. Now, we'll talk about next topic in my next video.